Good morning, everyone. How are you doing this fine morning? What day is it today?
Guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo! Hump day!
That's right. It's Wednesday. It's September 25th, 2024. How is everyone doing this morning? What's going on, one of many? Good morning, Pat. How are you this morning? It's early. I guess it's raining outside now here where I live. It wasn't raining when I got up this morning early. 4 o'clock, I think I got up, 3:30, somewhere around there. Give me enough time to get down here, get the show together, get everything ready for you guys out there, just to tell you what's going on, and see what's happening today in the news. And there's, of course, every day it's something different, right? And that's what we're going to talk over today. We're going to go over what we're going to talk about tonight on the Conservative Viewpoint at 9 p.m. Well, the topic of the show tonight is, why is the government talking about mass casualty event that's going to happen or could happen within our government? Yep, that's what we've got tonight. Figure out what the hell they're talking about and why they're talking about it. They've got something going on up their sleeves. Hey, Vic. Good morning. Exactly, Pat. When you wake up, it's always a good thing. It's always a great day. But that's something we've got to be concerned about. What's the government have up their sleeves? Why are they preparing for a possible mass casualty event within our government? Incoming false flag. Right, one of many. It could be that, and could be an October surprise. I don't trust the government anymore. Not after COVID. We've seen too much stuff. We've been awakened to the truth of the government being corrupt. And this is why November elections so important, because of what's going on. And that is why we keep telling you every day, make sure you guys get out and vote. If you can get out and vote early, go ahead, because they think of a possible something going on with maybe a hack in our election system again. Something's going to happen in November. That's why they say if you can get out and vote early, do it. Of course, we don't have that opportunity in Pennsylvania, so I have to wait till that day. I mean, of course, you can do mail-in votes, but I don't like my chances with mail-in voting. It's just not that good of a choice. It's corrupt. It can be easily manipulated. It can be easily cheated with mail-in voting. Everybody should vote in person with an ID, no matter what, to make sure that Americans are voting in American elections, not illegal criminals like the Democrats want to happen. That's the kind of things that we're looking at. We're seeing it live right in front of our faces, without hesitation, without problem. Of course, they're the party of violence and lawlessness. This is what you get. And this is what we've been woken up to, except for the liberal idiots that haven't woke up yet. They can't think for themselves, and they won't listen to truth. They won't listen to facts that we show them. I've got tons of videos, guys, tonight on this stuff, and so many more, other than the so-called mass casualty preparedness that the government's working on. Kind of concerns me, but we'll have to wait and see, unfortunately, right? All right, guys, let's get into a couple articles here that we're going to be going over tonight. First, Kamala Harris flew off the handle when Representative Jim Banks released one video that debunked one of her biggest lies. Well, hell, which one could that be? I know, but you don't. You got to tune in tonight to find out. She's had so many lies. Every time she opens her mouth, it's a lie. But he brought out one of them, and yeah, they're all big. So I say this is one of the biggest, maybe, but they're all big and they're all lies, period. If you don't believe me, question me. Prove to me that I'm wrong, that she didn't lie that whole time in that debate. And I will prove you wrong every time, because everything was been fact. We've already proven that she's lied every time she opens her mouth. Every time an ad pops up from her, that they're lies. And if you don't believe me, give me one of the questions or give me one of the ads, and I will prove that ad's a lie. They're spending billions of dollars, over $50 billion so far, and I think they're almost up to $100 billion. Do you know what we could do with that money for our homeless? Our homeless, not illegal criminals. Illegal criminals need to get the hell back to the border and go back to where you came from until you can come back legally. All right, what's next here on the hit parade? Oop, I got to get up to where I need the title at. Remember, we were talking about the Intel chiefs who lied about Hunter Biden's laptop, and there's 741 Intel chiefs. Talk about Russian dossier and all that, signed that letter, saying the laptop was Russian disinformation. To find out it was not. It was actually Hunter Biden's drug-inflicted, induced, whatever you want to say, losing his laptop, wanting to get rid of evidence. And they endorsed Kamala Harris. Well, who the hell cares? They're liars. Well, we're talking about politicians. So liar would be pretty much all politicians, right? Oh, yeah, we got videos on this. Let's see what else we got videos on. We got, what the hell? Well, where's that at? That was a duplicate. We're going to close that one out. Harris demands. Listen, she's demanding. She's a fake VP of this country, but she demands an end to the filibuster over abortions. But consequences would be sweeping. Really? No kidding. Also, she going into Harris is backing filibuster to reinstate nationwide abortion ban. Women complain now because the government is in control of what they say, their choice, right? But she wants to keep it in the government's hand. Trump wants to get rid of it and put it off to the states, let the states decide on it. So you got all these Democrat-run states. Let them handle it. Let them approve the abortions. Let them murder babies. Oh, my God. I was just asked on X if I'm awake and well-informed. They must be fucking stupid. They are stupid, Violent. If they're asking you that, they're not been paying attention to you on X. That's for sure. Okay, guys, I'm seeing names popping up in chat. You guys are in, taking a peek. Just come in and say hi. Let me know that you're there. Don't hide behind it. Just say hi. That's all you got to do. And if you wouldn't mind, put your state out there where you're tuning in from. Let me acknowledge where you guys are from, because we like to know where everybody's around. We've got them all over the place. We got them in UK. We've got them in Scandinavia. We got them in Canada. We got them all over the country, all over the world. Takes a peek at that show. We got the Scandinavian friend of ours, American peer. He woke up at 3 a.m. to watch my show last night. Oh, yeah. It's awesome. I got a great show. I got help from my Wimpkin Warriors in chat. We have a blast. You guys are missing it. If you're not tuning in, make sure you tune in. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You won't be sorry. It's an awesome show. I might be biased, but it's a fact. All right, let's see. Let's get on with more. She wants to ruin the filibuster. She wants to end the. You know what kind of damage that can do? I've got a video for those who don't know what the filibuster means. I got a video on that we're going to show tonight. You guys won't want to miss it. And for these idiot liberals out here, I need to get filibuster for dummies, but we'll try to make them understand what a filibuster is and how dangerous it could be ending the filibuster and what she wants to do. All right, moving on. Let's see what's going on here. Everything's running slow this morning, of course. I stayed up after the show last night and put all these articles in some kind of order. But this one is Senator Manchin, powerful Democrat, won't back Harris because of her wanting to gut the filibuster. He knows how important the filibuster is. It could help one or other parties, and it shouldn't. Some days I wish my head was buried in the sand. Me too, Vic. That's for sure. I hope you guys got your coffee this morning. I need to wake up and I want to go to sleep, but whatever. But he knows how important this filibuster is. Ending it would be a disaster for both sides. This way, with the filibuster, at least they have a chance to debate these laws or whatever that they're wanting to try to put through. There's no just, all right, let's rush it through and be done with it. Nobody read nothing, and half the time they don't, because they'll put 10,000 pages in a bill or whatever they're pushing through just so people can't read it. And they'll put all this little shit in there to mask it so they can't see it, and then rush it through and just say, all right, we got this permission, we get this approved through the Senate or House or whatever it's going through. And to hide stuff. That's how they get away with spending all of your taxpayers' money on stuff that we don't need. This is what the Democrats are good for. They are good for spending money, causing inflation. And how do you think we're getting the mess we're in right now? Very reason. We'll get more into that tonight. All right, what else we got? But the GOP promises to preserve the filibuster, which is a good thing. Like I said, I've got a video on the filibuster so you guys know what's going on. He said she won't win the filibuster. Yeah, I hope so. And she cannot gut the filibuster. And Manchin is a very powerful Democrat, and I believe he's leaving the government anyways after this year. So we'll see what's going on. All right, what's going on here? There's my part on the filibuster and the meaning of the filibuster. Instead of me reading it, I'm going to let you guys hear it. It's probably pretty much easier and not as boring when somebody else adds stuff to it. But that's what we're going to do tonight. All right. Now, here's the one that I've been talking about in the title of tonight's show. Lawmakers prepare for mass casualty event. Push constitutional amendment to undermine election integrity and control House vacancies in a national crisis. This is what I'm talking about right here. Why are they preparing for this, which tensions are already at a high, and now they're pushing for this? Doesn't make sense to me, does it, guys? Does it make sense to you? You got to join in tonight. Give me your opinion on this, of why you think they are pushing for this preparedness for a mass casualty event. And we heard this yesterday in the show. He said he's staying long enough not to let her win. Oh, that's cool, Vic. She's talking about Manchin in the last article. So that is a plus, because he is not afraid to go against the Democrat Party. Hey, Cecil, good morning. So we heard this yesterday, that from that idiot Raskins talking about civil war, and that they are going to need protection. They're going to need bodyguards. What the hell's going on here? That's the big question for tonight, guys. You got to tune in tonight. Join us in conversation in Wimpkin at wimpkin.com. Sign up for an account. Great social media, because censor-free site, unless you're doing something stupid like threatening people, which you shouldn't do in the first place. But you got these idiot liberals that are back behind the computer badasses, they think they are, and want to threaten people all the time, because that's what Democrats do. That's what liberals do. They're pansies, and they want to threaten violence every time you turn around. Period. Okay, but join us on wimpkin.com. Join us in chat. You guys will have a blast. Jump in here and give us your opinion on this. This is a very important topic, and we've got to figure out what the hell this government's going to do. We got October surprises coming. It happens. Something's going to happen. You guys got to wake up and see the truth. Period. All right, let's move it on. Next on a hit parade here, what do we got? Yep. Violent crimes have increased under Biden-Harris administration, despite the Democrats' denial. Of course, you got people are going to sit there and say, but the FBI put out the statistics of crimes have dropped. Well, no, they haven't. I'll tell what it's about, but not now. There you go, Vic. Got to keep surprises. Oh, right. That's right. Let me mention that real quick here. Today is Wednesday, and you guys have to join in tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Rebel Chicks with a Cause. Tonight, she put a nice new logo up this morning on X, which I liked very much, Vic. That was great. But to join us tonight at 7 p.m., right before my show, 7 to 9, they get into a lot of stuff. They get into stuff like this. They get into all different kind of things, and you guys want to check it out. It's a great show. So join in and stick around for me from 9 to 10, and we'll get into all kind of stuff because the UN wants our sovereignty. I got some stuff on UN too here coming up too, Vic. So I will show you some stuff where violent crimes have been going up, and up, and the past 4 years. So how can the FBI sit there and say it's going down? Well, because it's not being reported, period. All right, we'll get into more of that tonight also. What else we got going on here? Early mail-in voting data signals good news for the GOP. I think I got a video on that. I think I got a video of Trump talking about early voting. So you guys want to stick around for that too. What else we got going on here? This idiot, Speaker Johnson, I don't listen to any words he says because he's a liar. And he's supposed to be this Christian, but he's a lying Christian at that. Speaker Johnson says the House will not approve Christmas omnibus, but he's trying to pass today a CR to fund the government for 3 more months, which he said at the beginning, but when he chose to take the gavel, he would never do. Well, what's this going to be, his 5th time now or something like that, or 6th time? And now he's sitting there saying, oh, we will not approve a Christmas omnibus. So I don't believe a word that's coming out of his mouth. We both do, Charlie. It needs exposed. Exactly right, Vic. So much the UN, and this is what the Democrats are trying to do. The Democrats are trying to get the UN to take over our country. But when you see what they're talking about, and probably, her and I probably don't have the same thing, but talking about the UN in general is never a good thing. These people want a government-controlled world where that's what we're not going to have them do. Time to kick the UN out of America and strip all funding to terrorist organizations. Exactly, Cecil. The UN is never good. It's never a good thing. They don't believe in our Constitution. That's why we are a free country. We will remain a free country till our last breath, period. We will not let the Democrats destroy this country, everyone. Don't get it wrong. We're going to fight for our rights, that's for sure. All right, what else we got? This is more that of the government lies and they're showing the Republican weakness right now. House Foreign Affairs Committee votes to hold Blinken in contempt, sends resolution to full chambers. What's that mean? Not a damn thing. Nothing's going to happen. Just like the impeachment of Alejandro Mayorkas, what happened with that? We impeached him in the House. Senate blew it off. They haven't even taken it up for vote. They won't either. And this is going to be the same thing. They're trying to hold Blinken in contempt about the disastrous Afghanistan withdrawal that Joe Biden did. What's going to happen to that? Not a damn thing. The Republican Party right now is a do-nothing party. And in a way, you can see, hey, John, You can see why. I mean, they do something like the impeachment of Mayorkas, and the Senate squashes it. So they get nothing done, but all they do is continue to hold hearings after hearings after hearings. They're wasting time and money. This is stuff that when they're not getting anything done, then nothing is getting done. The Democrats aren't even doing anything. And that's the problem, because they don't care about us. They don't care about the American people. The only thing they're getting done is signing up illegal criminals to vote in our elections, American elections, and it's a law. You can look it up yourself. That's what the Democrats are getting done. They care more about getting illegals into this country so they can take over elections from here till eternity than doing anything for the American people. That's what we are facing right now. That's why November is another reason why November election. We went through it last night, and somebody asked a legitimate question last night. You know, what's going to happen if the Democrats take over? And I gave them a list, and we'll give you a list again if you want tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't be late. All right, here it is. The UN silent as Gutierrez calls for hostage releases, but releases or receives a thunderous applause on Gaza. Now, I do have this video. I had to shorten it down some. I think I shortened it down to, where did I put it? Where's it at? I think it's about 1:42, but it went on for a long time. I've got so much going on here that it's unreal. What is this one? Let me see what this one is. Oh, yep, that's the contempt one. But the UN just wants to destroy our country. Worse than the Democrats do. And I think they're probably in cohorts trying to figure out how to destroy it, how to reduce our population. And that is what it's about, population control, so they can control us. They can't control us, and that's what they're working on, to get us out of the way. And then we're talking about they're trying to get Mitch McConnell up and out of the way, which is a good thing. But we probably won't even make it to this article. So that's what we're looking at. That's what we're going to look at tonight, guys. There's so much going on. I've got so much still going on in my inbox here that is going crazy this morning. I've almost got everything I need for tomorrow's show in there. And I take the most recent ones I can do. And I had a bunch that I didn't go over. Let's see. That I had from yesterday. Everything was from yesterday in my inbox. The Teamsters Union rebukes National Union endorsing Harrison Walls because they are not for Harrison Walls. And that is an issue that keeps coming up, and that bald-headed asshole will run his mouth and won't endorse anybody. But he did come out and say that all of the members are for Trump. So that's another one in there. I mean, I've got so many articles that I have left out here, and like the crazy ass second attempted assassin of Trump's. His son just got arrested for child pornography. That's disgusting. The whole freaking family is mentally ill. That is an issue that we have going on in this country right now. The mental illness in this country. I've got lefties losing it because they're going to show you more mentally ill people. And that's a new segment that we've just started a little while ago. We're also, next week, we'll probably start up the Don't Get Dead Disaster Factor tip of the day, giving you some tips in disasters, natural disasters, whatever the case may be. Any kind of disaster that, like if you lose power, storm, flood, whatever it is, we give you some tips so that you're prepared to handle whatever situation comes forward. And when nowadays, there's a lot you guys got to worry about, a lot we have to worry about. Having a backup generator, having gas, having water, having food. There's all kind of things that we go over. We're going to start that again next week. We just ended a segment of hunkering down in your house in case something happens. We did end with that. And so next week, I'll start putting some more tips up. Take a little break from it for a little bit. Hi, Glenn. Mental illness is cultivated to destroy us from within, pushing perversion as normal. That is what the Democrat Party is, Glenn. Thank you for that. Democrat Party is the party of violence, lawlessness, pedophilia, everything that you could think wrong with this country. And if you don't believe me, I can prove everything with it. When you let naked people run down the street during what they call Pride Month, and they think that is talking about gay. Being naked in front of children is not about being gay. You can be gay all you want. Nobody's business but yours. These little kids don't see some naked fat dude, which they were interviewing, and a little kid's walking right there. Nasty fat dude said, "Oh, I didn't see him there." The whole damn street's lined with kids. This is not normal, and this is what comes out when you have the Democrat Party. People leave my show because I start talking about this stuff. Well, then you're in the wrong show, because this is what it's about. It's about stopping the sickness that's in this country. And we have to do something about it, no matter what. This is disgusting, and I'm so sick of it. But I'm telling you, there's so many things that I have not put in here. Here's one. Let me see, where is that? Recession fears over the interest rate cuts that the Feds just did. The economy is still in a recession. No matter what, the Democrats changed the meaning of a recession so they wouldn't say we were in a recession when Biden got in. And we are in a recession. And they cut the interest rates 0.5%, which is a lot, 4.5 to 5%. But that doesn't help the economy. That just even brings us down even lower. So that's the kind of stuff that we go over. So it says, I am convinced that this is mental illness pandemic that we have is coming from the vaccines. Back in the day, I think I looked for, now there are so many, I can't even tell you how many they're pumping in these days, in these kids. Exactly. We had ours, and I don't know, mine's covered up now, but we got a scar back here where they pumped our vaccines in one space. Just a circle like this. That's how you know we were all vaccinated. But now they're pumping all kind of chemicals into these kids. And what do you have? You have hyperactivity, ADHD, whatever, the DDD, whatever, all the alphabets that are in with these kids nowadays. So you're pumping more chemicals into kids, and look what's happening to them. The mental illness, like John just said, is going rampant. It's crazy. I got videos on this, guys, and I can go all day, and I can show you a video that lasts all day with the mental illness in this country. And if you look, the problem is that you have all Democrats as teachers indoctrinating kids in our schools. It's 100%. Wendy Bell brought that up yesterday, I think it was, on her show. And they showed the statistics that 100% of our teachers in our educational system are Democrats. This is the problem with this country. This is where it comes from. This is why November is so important. And I keep saying that on top of this and top of that, everything that's just so important that we stop this mental problem. This is a very big issue nowadays. What time is it? Well, we had a great morning, guys. I allotted a half hour for this show to get you guys just a little sneak peek of what I'm going to be going over tonight on my conservative viewpoint at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you guys can make it. Don't forget to tune in for the Rebel Chicks with a Cause at 7 to 9 before my show. They have an awesome show too, guys, and you guys won't want to miss it. So remember that I have tons of videos for you guys that you won't want to miss, and I want answers from you guys. Why is the government talking about a possible mass casualty event happening within our government? Let me know tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is Wednesday, September 25th. You guys have a great day at work. If you're not at work, try to relax. Get done stuff that you need to get done before the show. So until then, guys, have a great day. and I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.